Welcome to this video about doing business with a Gemini. So after you did your research and you know that you're dealing with a client or a boss or a colleague who's got some Gemini energy, that is personal planets like the sun or the moon or Venus, Mars, Mercury, all those planets or one of those planets in Gemini, you watch this video and it might help to create a little bit more of trust with this person, that this person at least listens to what you're saying. Of course, it's up to them whether they choose to get along with you or not. I mean, they cannot change them. They can change themselves, but you cannot do that for them. So now for someone, if you are dealing with a Gemini and you yourself have Gemini energy, this will be, you don't need this video. You will get on the same page and it will click and you will connect in a very easy way. That's how it works. But let's say you have nothing in Gemini, you have no Gemini energy, and actually the Gemini kind of personality annoys you a little bit, but you have to work with them, or you want at least to work with them, or whatever it is. Then it is very important to create that trust so that you're getting on the same page. Not your being, but your communication style. So how does this work? What you can do to convince or to make a Gemini listen to you? Well, of course, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is a sign that is interested in language. So if you can, of course, but these are the tips. Be witty, use your sense of humor. If you have that. If you haven't got it, it will be difficult because you cannot fake that, of course. We're just giving you some tips. Try to not go too deep into the details and not elaborate to the root of the matter of something. So if you have a project and you are a Scorpio, for instance, so a Scorpio wants to go to the root of the matter, it wants to explain everything and it wants to go very, very deep. But you know that if you might do that as a Scorpio, be my guest. When someone is in front of you with no Scorpio energy, with very much of Gemini energy, that person's not going to listen to you, period. If that is what you want, basically, you might just do that. But if you do want them to listen to you, and if you can do that, to put your own ego a bit aside, not to eliminate your ego, but putting it a bit on the side and getting on the same page, using a bit of your empathy there, then you might apply the fact that what you're explaining, you're only explaining the surface. You don't have to go too deep. You can say, if you want more, because you never know that this person has a Scorpio Rising, for instance. You never know that. If you want to know more, you can check. I'll give you the link in my emails, not the link below, but the link in my emails, and you can go from there. So to get on the same page, you need to take things not too serious, to be a bit light, to have a lust for life, with all Geminis are doing. They are curious. So expect them to ask you quite a lot of questions. Be prepared for that. Don't go too much on an emotional way. They're interested in air. They are an air sign. So they're interested in relationships, in communication and all of that. But not too deep. Not too... be enthusiastic as well. Geminis, they they are very airy and optimistic people. So use that if you're coming in and you're very slow in your talking. Of course, what's going to happen? You're getting annoyed, okay? So as a Gemini, I mean. So try to do your best and get on that page, and you will see that these Geminis, at least they're going to listen. I'm not sure if they're going to say yes or no to you, but they're going to listen. So again, if you have a boss and you want to convince them of a promotion, be a bit witty, be a bit, say the facts. They love facts and figures. Say the facts as they are, but do it a bit quick, and don't do it too slow, and apply the things that I just said. I know it's very simple, but standing still with your intention is so crucial. That's where people who are successful, they are the people who can align with other people, to say the least, and to get on that same page. I've said enough. And check out the other video. You see, this is Gemini video, and it's a very short one. That's very good for it's Gemini energy. And if you want to know a bit more about this, check the general video that I made. It might help you to get along more with those Geminis, especially if they are a bit not like you. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. Give me your experiences and if they work or not. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.